All right, we're live. I guess me and you are going to talk, and Caleb's going to do drywall.
I don't even know what's here right now. Ha ha! Just kidding.
Wonder if he's going to like mud and sand it and everything too.
Apple juice.
Apple juice.
Mm-hmm. Or a little bit of this good stuff.
Oh.
So somebody quoting this week, or
Yes, I have a quote. I guess we better dive right into it because we're doing your history career here, and you've worked like 28 places in the last 2.5 weeks.
and that's not even my record.
Oh no! We're just getting warmed up.
Getting warmed up. Warmed up with what?
Lube.
Exactly. They got that warming stuff now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, going back to the whole drywall, I don't want to hear it. All our viewers, they want to see me get drywall up. All right.
Hey.
I figured they'd want to watch me drywall.
Then go drywall. That's what we're here for. Then just have at it.
Just an hour-long live stream of me back there cutting drywall, mudding
You
it.
cut drywall, and me and Nick will sit here and get drunk, and it'll be a bloody great time.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like we don't say anything. Me and Jay don't say anything. We just watch
observe.
you drywall.
Like that's the live stream.
Yeah, that's the live stream. We just sit over here and drink, and then Caleb does drywall.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm just here drywalling my shed. This way, you know, I'm literally not sitting in the back parking lot of fucking
Well, I like the idea of like there's no talking at all. It's just an hour straight of just drywall, and then after the hour, we're like, all right, everybody, tune in next week, and then we just end it.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean exactly, but okay, Girth.
We address comments at the end, Jay.
Don't worry, Jay. I'm watching that.
Yeah, but that was the only one that stuck out to me right now, and I just needed to address that at the moment because nobody else was watching anyway.
Well, we let's do our quote, and then Caleb can do the housekeeping because he's been like crushing that here lately, and then I don't know what we get out of you, honestly.
Whatever I feel like saying.
Yeah, so I work here, I work there, now I work here,
and then I make money.
Yeah, well, you're the topic this week, so I get to do the color commentary. And boy, do I know my colors. All the primary ones I got down.
Roy G. Bibb.
That's right.
Come here, baby. Hi, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Hello.
All right, there, Nick. Hit us with some knowledge.
It's not really knowledge, but... Well, for our listeners, viewers, whatever you people are out of the country, Monday was Independence Day. Sort of.
Something Australia needs to take notes on.
Yeah, right? They claim they're independent, but the Queen's on their money. I ain't buying it.
Literally.
The Queen is literally on their money.
And I'm not buying any.
No, their dollar is like worth less than ours. And I mean, we're really working on driving ours down. But because it was Independence Day, I had to watch Lone Survivor and American Sniper and, of course, Independence Day. That one's not really factually based, but it's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I don't think old Randy Quaid had to really try hard on that one.
Mm-mm.
I think that I don't think he even was hired for that. I think he just wandered in off the street and they were like, fuck it, let him go. He fits perfect. But I grabbed this one from Marcus Luttrell, which we've quoted him in the past.
Yep.
A few times, I think.
Was it him? Yeah, I think the last time I took a quote from his book or something.
I think we've gone to that well 2 or 3 times, actually.
Probably, realistically.
So this will be like number 4, number 5. But if you've seen Lone Survivor, this kind of comes from the end of the movie. There's a little, I guess, monologue done by Mark Wahlberg, but it is an actual Marcus Luttrell quote, and it goes, "No matter how much it hurts, how dark it gets, or how hard you fall, you are never out of the fight." I just like that one.
Truth.
Deep, very deep.
That's what she said.
Ha ha ha.
I mean, the dude broke his spine in like 3 places, so
More than once.
right?
Yeah, he was also shot a few times too.
What did they say? He had like 11 through and through gunshot wounds or something by the end of Operation Red Wing.
Yeah, and I think like the other 3 guys had been shot like 14 times apiece or something. And actually, the only shots that killed them were the ones that hit them in the head.
Yeah.
Actually,
14th shot.
what was it? Supposedly, Matt Axelson got shot in the head twice.
Yeah. He survived the first one, but did not survive the second one.
I really hope that line in the movie is true, where he looks over at Marcus Luttrell and he goes, "They really shoot me in the head?" And he goes, "Yeah, buddy, they shot you in the head." And he goes, "Ha, fuck."
Did they really shoot me in the fucking head?
He goes, "Yeah, buddy, they shot you in the head."
It happened. Well, all right. We ready to do some of the
Yeah,
housekeeping?
do your housekeeping.
You go do your
All right.
housekeeping. Make sure you mute yourself
So,
when you hear your vibrator going off.
Hey, man. Got to get off somehow. But
What are you gonna do? Go sit on your washing machine and think of Stamos?
It's not a bad idea,
haven't
really.
done that yet. I'll try that next week.
I'm kind of talking myself into it here.
Yeah, I know. Let's move the live streams to all of our laundry rooms. But anyways, that's outside the point. The point is, let's for our viewers, consider joining us on Facebook and stuff like that for other discussions, polls, debates.
What's the Queen's Jubilee?
Not sure.
I don't know. I'm reading Girth's comments over here. I'm wondering if she's got like additional piercings that we can't see.
Probably.
Pretty
But,
cool. They do a whole parade for that, though.
What, nipple
Yeah,
piercing?
on our Facebook group, I know we
Exactly.
haven't done any giveaways recently. I know we're trying to work towards that.
20 viewers. That's what we need.
How many? 20?
20. 20.
20 viewers. That
We get
is our
20
goal.
live stream viewers, and I will do a giveaway.
So we got a few regulars in the house. So y'all feel free whenever we go live bi-weekly, go ahead and send that link out to your friends that you think would get a good kick watching a bunch of white dudes that work the trades, drink beer, whiskey, and talk about random bullshit for an hour.
This motherfucker called us white dudes.
I mean,
You're starting to sound an awful lot like one of those racists.
let's not go there. But anyway,
What do you guys call that? A number 2 male?
so follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for our comment or content. On Twitter, it's at RV and Tradesman. For Instagram, it's _TRDSMN. Facebook, we're
Got
on
rid of
Facebook.
all the vowels. We heard that was really cool now.
Yeah. So I know Nick and I think we last stream we were talking about and kind of playing with the idea of maybe doing the Twitter talk or whatever. Or
What do we call that? Twit
you know,
talk? Talk twit?
Tagra.
something like that. So that may be coming soon. Just stay tuned for that.
That is nothing but Jim Beam, and it's amazing.
We do have an affiliate link for Amazon.
And I don't think works anymore.
Yeah.
We need to stop promoting that until I figure that out.
Gotcha. So
We no longer have an
hold off on
affiliate
that.
link.
Nick's gonna diagnose the issue with that. And for any of our viewers, as you see, I do have drywall. I don't have any of the mud or spackle or I do
you
have
don't
drywall
have
tape.
drywall. You have
But
like
if y'all want to donate to the cause, we do have a PayPal account, and it is the rvingtradesman@gmail.com. Feel free to donate whatever you feel like we deserve. If you like what we have to say, drop us a like, maybe subscribe, share us with your friends, family, maybe not family with young kids.
Please send it to the young kids.
Yeah,
I relish the emails from the Karens.
Yeah, so it is what it is. We work in the field. We work with a lot of guys that work in the hot heat all day. Tempers run, and honestly, at the end of the day, we just, Nick, Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think at the end of a really long day, standing in the hot sun, sweating all day, we just really don't give a fuck what other people think. So,
bold of you to assume I went into the day giving a fuck.
I was gonna say, I don't give a fuck right now when I'm sitting in my air conditioning, let alone when it's hot.
Just saying, in my own personal experience, I try to start every day in a positive mood, and then as soon as I get in my truck and start heading to work, I'm like, fuck. So
you're one of those.
Goes away real quick.
You ever watch Deadwood?
No.
No?
Nope.
Every time I get my pants.
Oh! There's a scene in Deadwood where he walks out and he looks at the one guy and he goes, morning, and the other guy goes, best time of the day to go fuck yourself.
I prefer from We Were Soldiers with Sam Elliott. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it, Sergeant Major? What are you, a fucking weatherman now?
Yeah.
I love it.
I like when he tells him, he goes, you might want to get a new rifle. I don't like those. All made out of plastic and crap. Sure, there'll be plenty lying on the ground if I need one, though.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, he's got a point.
He actually, no, it wasn't him. It was the photographer from the film. He came and he spoke at my college.
How do you confuse the photographer that played the sniper in Saving Private Ryan with Sam Elliott?
Yeah,
Have you seen Sam Elliott's mustache?
Yes, it's very impressive.
He was Virgil Earp in Tombstone.
That's pretty legendary.
Some people's children. All right. Jay, start talking.
Yeah, start talking. Hi. I've been here a while. So I guess this one is about me. Great. Start from the beginning, how I basically got into trades in general. My father has actually been a career electrician for probably close to 40 years or so now.
Is he afraid of brooms?
If he ever sees this, he's going to kick my ass for, letting everybody know how old he is. But he kind of like started folding me into the trades and stuff when I was young. I mean, obviously I was doing a lot of electrical work and stuff because that's primarily what he does, but he still did also a lot of just kind of general contracting work overall. Mostly like in my lifetime, mostly interior renovation work, but he also did a lot of exterior renovation stuff too, but it was mostly when he was a little bit younger. But so from the time I was probably 12 to 14, I don't remember exactly when, but I started helping him on a lot of his side jobs, and that's when he taught me what I know about electrical stuff these days. Back then, not stuff related to HVAC, but plugs, switches, fans, lights. He didn't give me anything too tasky back then. It was more basic stuff, but
Gopher, go get this.
Yeah, go get this, go get that, go crawl through that hole, go. But he still taught me things too.
Yelled at you that you couldn't see the wire.
Pretty much.
Don't touch the black wire or the white wire at the same time.
Well, just don't.
No, you touch them together. Wire. That's how you find the breaker. Stupid.
Oh, true.
He is.
Makes sense.
He is right.
Well, standing in a puddle, right?
I mean, if you want to do it right, we're gonna half-ass it.
The first time I really kind of actually got into some heavy work with him, we put a roof on somebody's house. I'm not even sure who, but so we did that, and we did a lot of siding work and stuff like that. He's just been the type of person that pretty much all his life, anything that needed done, around the house, he just did it. He didn't call somebody to do it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. helps
Pays our bills.
business. But if you can do it, more power to you. He has one knack that I will never have because I just dislike it and have no use for it. He's really good with like tile flooring and stuff, and I just have no interest in it. I absolutely despise it, every inch of my soul. So, laminate floor and stuff like that and hardwood we did was fine. I just don't like tile. It's just too tedious for me, and it's just not my thing.
I've done 2 bathrooms.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I mean, I can do it, but like I said, I don't like it. But so yeah, that was kind of like what inched me into the trades, and then once I got out of high school at 17, it was like maybe a week or 2 after I was done, and I was kind of figuring out what I wanted to do or whatever. Well, my dad worked. This is probably like the time in his recent life where he's more recently too. I think he's done a little bit more renovation work overall versus just strictly electrical. But that was when he had a job where he was pretty much strictly like a general contractor of sorts. And so I went to work with him doing that. And I learned everything from roofing to siding to soffit, fascia, gutters, window wrapping, framing work. As time went on, I kind of got deeper into framing work and drywall and helping him wire in additions and stuff like that. And a little bit of mudding with drywall and stuff like that. I'm not that great at it, but I can do textured walls because I can just throw shit at it and smear it around. So I did that for, I don't know, probably maybe year and a half, something like that. Like I was doing it full time, and then I went to school. So then he convinced me to go to school actually for heating and air conditioning. And so probably 10 months or so after high school, I went into tech school for that. And I was still kind of working, doing that a little bit when I had the chance when I was in tech school. And so then a tech
We
school.
are addressing all these chair comments at the end, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. And then so when I was actually in tech school, I needed to make money, so I actually got a job working for the school. It was kind of like a general maintenance person. So that's kind of where I cut my bones as like doing snow removal and stuff like that. And then I slowly started to because initially I did a lot of that stuff because I didn't really know anything about HVAC yet. We're just kind of like in our introductory stages of what's the refrigeration cycle and, learning about a basic electrical stuff, which I kind of knew a little bit about already, like how to do it. But I'm learning the more intricate parts of, testing things and, when you get these numbers, what's this mean, and testing capacitors and all that happy horse shit. But as time went on, I started to shadow the school's HVAC guy. Like he wasn't strictly HVAC, but he did most of the work there. Most of the work he did was HVAC, and so I started running around with him, just trying to pick up things like that. And I guess they were trying to see what I was made of too a little bit. But so that was about a year and a half or so, because the school I went to wasn't like a full-blown associates thing, so it wasn't like 2 years. It was just what do they call it, certificate program or something like that.
Which trade school basically.
Yeah, it's a lot different now than it was back then. They're actually, I guess, trying to compete with like bigger universities and stuff now, which whatever, have at it. But I
kind
actually
of like an ECPI thing. Sounds like.
Yeah, there's like somewhere over near it. It's called Robert Morris University, and so they're trying to kind of be more like that, where like everything is associates, and then they're advancing above that. But I was actually glad that I didn't do the associate's degree, or our program at the time was an associate's degree, because some of the courses they required for the associate's degree were pretty fucking stupid, for lack of a better term. So, I mean, it was shit that not whatsoever applied to what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, it was literally like there was reading classes and math classes, and it's just like I went through all this stupid horse shit throughout grade school. I don't need it again.
Well, it's because if you're going for the associate's degree, it's got certain criteria that you have to meet.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not hating on anybody who has an associate's degree. If you do, great, good for you. I'm not a schooling person. I hate school. Always did.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm with you there. I don't hate on people that go to college and things
No,
like that.
not
But
whatsoever.
I don't think you need a philosophy course to work on an air conditioner or a
No.
car or something like that just to get an associate's.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
if you're strictly getting an associate's degree because you want, like an ASME certification to work on cars or something like that,
Yeah,
and you have to go through this associate's program, I think that's kind of stupid.
But yeah, no, I'm not hating on anybody that did it by any means. If that worked for you, that's great. I was never a classroom person. I'm still not. I like learning things, but I hate sitting there for hours listening to somebody talk about it, because they'll talk about it for hours and hours, and I'll literally retain nothing because I can't listen to people for that long. I could barely listen to somebody for 10 minutes without tuning them out, truthfully.
Well,
I'm always a hands-on person.
I was reading this quote today. I think it was by Brian Orr with HVAC School, and he was talking about education and things like that. And he was saying how we get it confused with education and intelligence. We look at education as like a higher level of education means you must be smarter because you went to 4 years of college or something like that. But what we forget is you can learn something anywhere. Like you can be interested in how some part of physics works, and you could go home and read about it online or read a book on it or listen to a podcast where somebody talks about it, and you could know all these different things about physics and then go work at 7-Eleven. And it's funny, the reason that I bring up physics is because I was talking to a guy at one of the power plants that we serviced the other day, and we started talking about how the power plant works and everything. And I was like, well, yeah, I was like, I know you guys use, this for that. And, basically what had happened is their compressor room had gone down. And he was like, yeah, the compressor room's real important to us. And I said, yeah, I understand that works all your sensors and everything like that. And that's how you guys control the power plant. And he was like, yeah, without the compressors, we have about 15 minutes and then we lose control of the power plant and eventually it shuts down. And somehow or another, we got onto the topic of like all these different things about physics. And we're sitting there talking, going back and forth. And he's like, wow, you know a bunch about physics. He's like, where'd you go to college? I was like, oh, I didn't go to college. He's like, well, how do you know all this about physics? I was like, well, that's the great thing about the internet is you can kind of learn whatever the fuck you want on there.
It's called Google, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's a plethora of knowledge and stupid shit at times too, which is mostly what I know. I know fucking the dumbest shit in the world.
You got to take it with a grain of salt, but
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like I said, I love learning new things, but I'm more of an interactive person. Most of what I know about this industry has literally come from doing it. I'm not saying I didn't learn anything in school. Obviously, I learned, what I needed to have the basics. But,
they teach y'all to talk good up there?
No.
Nah,
not my instructor.
You talk gooder or better?
Gooder, obviously. You put an ER on it to know that it means more. Stupid dumb shit.
So we did have at the school. I mean, I kind of got into not like the peak of the courses for HVAC, but I mean, I'm not saying I got shortchanged, but there was our labs were kind of based out of this building down the road that they kind of used for vocational stuff for a high school, and so it wasn't bad. But I got actually a lot of knowledge because I worked. So I worked for the school, like I said, and when they built they built like a new lab of sorts on the campus, and it was for, at the time, I don't know what it is now. I haven't been there quite some years, but in the lab, that is. I've been to the school, but I haven't been to the lab. But back then, it was just for welding and HVAC, because we were pretty much the two hands-on trades that they dealt with there. They had the electronics, but it didn't require, exactly the type of equipment and shit that ours did. So, but I got a good bit of experience of dealing with equipment and troubleshooting things different ways, because we had to, I think we took some equipment from the other school, but then they got a bunch of equipment in. And so that's where we kind of like started getting a little bit of install experiences, because I worked for the school, and they did a little bit in the class too, but we were putting a lot of the equipment in the place and setting it up for the people coming after us in the courses. So I got a little bit there, but still everything I really know has come from fucking around and finding out. Pretty much.
Fucking around and finding out.
Well, I mean, that's the best way to learn.
I mean, realistically,
Did you turn the power off? Boom. No.
Yeah. Nick can corroborate that. I mean, how much in our lives in this trade have we just literally fucked around and found out?
Yes. The answer to that's yes.
More than we both care to admit.
Oh, dude, I'll admit it right now. Like on my side, so like I went from going to one thing that I knew very
Is
well.
this show about you or?
No. I mean, it goes around to the fuck around and find out. Like this week alone, I've been in charge of an entire neighborhood, and
he's gonna make it about him though.
Yeah, damn right, man.
Between that fucking drywall on this fuck around and find out thing.
Yeah, man.
He gets
works.
a sheet and a half of drywall behind him, and he's Mr. fucking hot shit now.
I'm pretty sure that's not even a sheet and a half. I think that's just a sheet.
No, I think there's a seam like right behind his head. We can't see. Right
Yeah,
there.
so there is a seam.
Yeah, go like that.
So here, there you go.
See it?
Holy fuck! Those seams don't line up whatsoever. I could see.
Not even close.
Well, no. So this piece is the cutoff.
You just gotta sand it a little. That's all.
So I have used 2.5 sheets.
Stevie Wonder called. He said your joints are fucked up.
Well, that's fine. He can come help me mud it.
He might do a better job.
I'm sure he
Stevie
would.
Wonder isn't blind.
Yeah, exactly. He can see.
Oh, that's where that joke was going.
Ask the Google.
In the link of every single video on our channel, there, in the description of every video, there's a link to StevieWonderTruthers.com. I'll have you know.
Will you stop trying to kiss me? Hi, baby. You gonna be my partner?
Go ahead, tell us your fuck around and find out story.
No, I was just saying, like, in my role, I went from knowing what I did to, like, now I'm still trying to learn, so there's a lot of fuck around and find out,
I can't tell you how many times my dispatcher's called me, and he's like, hey, I need you to go look at this thing over here. Do you think you can... I'm like, I don't know, man. Just send me the fucking call. I'll figure it out when I get there.
Yeah, really.
He's like, it's a chiller for an MRI. I'm like, whatever, Scott. Send me the call.
I worked on those before. They're kind of fun.
Are you certified to work on this? I don't know. Let's find out.
Fuck if I know.
We're gonna find out.
I got that EPA 608 thing. Fuck it.
Yeah. I got my CFC certification.
How expensive is that MRI? $250,000. Idiots.
Yeah, right.
I don't make enough to pay that back in a lifetime.
But so after tech school, I mean, the industry around here was a lot different then than it is now. I mean, everything has changed so much over the past 10 years or so. Probably a little longer than that. I don't even know it at this point. But anyway, back then I started doing.
I did that right into the mic, didn't I?
Oh, it was perfect. It was so sensual.
Yeah. Should do some ASMR videos. I'll like. I think
Just
I got
like
some paper.
all of us just drinking, just like.
And then it cuts into a salt and pepper song.
I figured it was kind of a good thing for this to
Right?
drink
That's a
whiskey out of a
throwback.
beer mug. I figured that would be cool.
Push it. Push it real good.
That,
There we go. Come on, Jay. Don't leave us hanging. Keep going.
That was me.
No, I know. I know you went, Nick. I was trying to get Jay to get in.
Oh, you want him to do the pepper parts?
Yeah, man.
Well, you want me to like shake my titties or something?
I mean, why not?
Can I even say titties on here? I don't know. I got away with the DeWalt thing, so I guess titties is okay.
Apparently, you can't say duck and that crooked-eyed shit.
What's wrong with duck?
Oh, I don't know. It's just we can see it in our chat, but I can't see it on the YouTube
Really? You can't
Really?
say?
live stream. Yeah, apparently, crooked-eyed shit will not will get you banned. In the
Oh
comments.
yeah, it's definitely
It's probably
shit.
it's shit. Because I was gonna say, hey YouTube, duck you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, buddy. I fully expect us to be shadow banned by like the end of this year. So
I'm banned on Facebook again, in case anybody's wondering.
if
Oh,
you have
you
any
are?
questions for Jay, it's going to be at least 30 days before he answers them.
7 this time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Really?
I'm kind of taking a step down in the world. Kind of disappointed with myself, so I kind of want to just start posting things that I can't
what
really
was
say. But it's a derogatory term I spoke of with DeWalt people.
Ryan? What was he up to? Like 180 days or something?
Yeah, I think he was up to. I think he was up to like 120, because I think that's like your max before like deactivation. Because I got up to. I don't remember if it was 60 or 90 at one point. And at that point, I think I just activated my Facebook for a while until I forgot all about it, and then come back and it was like, oh, here you are. I'm like, oh, okay.
Here you are.
I'll tell you, they were really crafty with catching on to you making fake profiles too. I ended up I tried to like just change letters in my name and stuff. It did not fucking work at all. And then I came up with a.
You could tell we get in trouble on Facebook a lot, or
Yeah.
when we were still on Facebook, because we know all the little legal Facebook stuff.
And then
the algorithms that they use.
We're like,
and
oh,
stuff.
that's a 30-dayer.
And one time I completely changed my name, and then I wrote in like the about me, like, oh, it's me, Jay Bartrand.
I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember
And
that.
Facebook shut that down, so I ended up becoming Nave Dumberg at the time. I don't even know how I came up with that fucking name, but I was. Just
I
like,
remember that
Dumberg.
because I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
That's the only way.
Nick,
that
you get
they
prayer
would-
requests from
There
this-
was a thought process to Nave Dumberg too.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was. But anyway, back to work.
That's been Facebook Talk with Nick and Jay.
Yeah, something always gets thrown in there randomly like that. It wouldn't be a normal show without it.
This is what people come for: the drywall and the tangents.
Yes.
drywall tangents.
Hi,
and
Fluffy
the-
Dog. Hi, Fluffy Dog. You guys can't see. Hold on. There's Fluffy Dog.
You just want to show us your crotch.
There's Fluffy Girl.
Look at him showing off his pants.
Yes. Be happy I'm wearing
that
pants.
bulge.
Dude, there's been so many times I don't think people have even realized that you were not wearing pants.
I think there
at
was one time where like somebody actually caught me not wearing pants. Because primarily I typically don't. I like never wear pants. And
Well, I
half
mean,
there were so many
you're
times
home,
too
might
where
as well
half the
put
time
something,
like
right?
during the show people are wondering what I'm doing, and it's like because I'm holding my phone up as I'm pissing in the bathroom because I'm drunk.
It's harder for me to do that. You know how hard it is to move a camera, a tripod, a laptop, a microphone?
Yeah. Maybe one day when I have all that fancy stuff, it'll keep me from doing stupid shit. But until then, stay tuned for me pissing.
It's gonna happen.
I kind of started after tech school and stuff. I kind of started like pretty much like right at the bottom of like pretty much everything, which around here was doing
You
rough.
just said you started out at the bottom with these two in the chat.
Yeah, really. Oh, I know. I'm just waiting for it.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm peeping right now. Yes, you can make a joke about that too. Anyway,
Start at the bottom. Now I'm here.
now I'm peeping.
Now I'm here.
Yeah.
So I was doing new construction rough-ins, and so for those of you who maybe not be familiar with, basically literally a house that's a shell, we're putting in all the ductwork, furnace, air conditioner, all that stuff, which was cool. But it's kind of really like hard work, and especially the way the home builder that I worked for. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm sitting here listening to you talk.
I think my one dog
Same
over
here.
there is like literally like on drugs or something.
Good
Anyway.
drugs?
I don't know. What kind of drugs are you on? Don't stare at me.
Is dog nip a thing?
Or if it's staring at you, it's probably meth.
Well, she's like going like this at the ceiling, like looking around. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Definitely
Ghost,
meth.
man. You live up north. There's a lot of ghosts up there.
Yeah.
It's true. A lot of old towns up north.
So, I mean, doing that, it's. I mean, I guess it's good learning and stuff like that, but
Did they teach you cursive in trade school? There's a lot of business that happens in cursive.
I actually learned that in elementary school.
Good.
Like normal people.
Hey, they don't teach it no more.
I know.
Oh.
How are these millennials going to order their avocado toast?
At the fucking drive-through at the 5-pointed dollar sign.
I'd like to see what they do when they have to like sign something.
Oh, I really hope it's like block letters. Like they do every letter of their name in just like block letters.
Yeah, I'd love it. But so I mean the
Like
way
you
the
did,
company,
like the girls did in like first grade, where they put
Yeah,
they
where you have
color
that-
in the letters and there's like stars and shit
where
inside
you
of the
have,
letters.
like a red
And
line
if they
here, a
got
red
an eye,
line
they
here,
put a heart instead of
your
a
dash
dot.
line
a little
here,
heart
and this
over the
your
eye.
lowercase, and oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's definitely the eyes are dotted with hearts for sure. And that's not even just the chicks doing that; the dudes are doing it too.
Actually, it's not the girls doing it anymore. It's strictly guys.
So Jay
That's
likes
like that.
guys.
I can't define a woman.
Not anymore.
No. Women do not exist.
Anyway.
I know somebody
we're
else
done.
who can't define one either.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on.
Moving forward.
Moving on, drywall and Jay.
Yeah, she cares about this more than you do. Anyway,
She does a lot more.
inside
That
joke.
is a true statement.
It
That is
is a true statement, but it is an inside joke.
it's
Anyway,
actually
That we're not going to
Jay.
explain.
No, we're not going to explain.
If Caleb wants to explain it, it's his
Yeah,
Not
laundry to air.
but so the work we were doing pretty much back.
It's a they or them, not a she or he.
Yeah, really. How about this shit now of people not being mothers anymore? They're called birthing parents. Did you hear that? Anyway,
What the
enough of the
fuck is
gender
that noise?
I don't know. You have aliens coming to your house or something?
Dude, I legit don't know what that is. Let me go check on that. I'll be back. You guys keep talking.
If I hear a gunshot, well, at least I know the problem's solved.
We hear a gunshot, you're going to see me and Jay just like disappear. And just so you know, we'll eventually, me maybe 3 hours at Nick's and probably 8 hours, you'll see Jay on Nick's camera. So,
Yeah. We'll all just be like, hi.
hi, we came to help.
Yeah. But the company I worked for at that time, primarily what they did is we ran a sheet metal chase across the basement, so a main duct line, with round pipe coming off, and then metal duct all the way up to the second floor, which from there was done with flexible duct, which is kind of like has like a spiral wire through it, and it's kind of like a plastic type material, and it's insulated with fiberglass, and it's really terrible shit, realistically. But that's what they did. And so I did that for a long time. And the reason I was done with that company is I actually blew out my rotator cuff there because I had an unfortunate work accident. But, you know, it is what it is. So had that whole process. But, you know, fast forward a while. After there, once I finally got back to doing what I do, I got into doing install work, but it was more like existing construction. And what I didn't really do any new construction. It was either changing out furnaces and air conditioners in people's homes, you know, or heat pumps and whatever, or it was like buildings that were getting renovated and that were being completely like redone. We did a lot of stuff where the buildings were completely like gutted. There was no ductwork or anything left. Everything was starting over. And so I did a lot with back then with metal spiral ductwork. And you'll see it in kind of a lot of places. If you go to Walmart, look up at the ceiling, you'll see the big round metal pipe going across the ceiling. That's your spiral ductwork.
Pizza joints in Portland that want to seem cool and trendy do it.
Yeah. That industrial feel. Are you done doing doggy? Huh?
Which is great because what was that, like
baby girl?
10, 15 years ago, they didn't want to see any of that shit. They're literally putting walls up to hide condensing units so that you don't have to see the mechanical equipment.
Now all of a sudden it's like, you don't even need a ceiling.
Yeah, right.
Like it's
crazy.
No. Show off the dirt.
Yeah, it really has been. But and then after that's actually when I kind of finally first got my first dose of service work. And up until that point, I mean, the service work I had done was pretty minimal. I did some stuff with like going behind another service tech who had diagnosed, and I was kind of like just doing some parts changing and stuff like that, which gave me kind of a feel.
And now you go behind other service techs.
Yeah,
for different reasons.
For different reasons, mainly because either A, I like to have sex with men, or B, because they're stupid. Sorry, can I?
Well, at least you can admit that they're stupid.
I kind of like the sex for men part. Tell us more about that, Jay. How does that make you feel?
Do you forget the threesome you, me, and Nick had when you were up here for my wedding? What do you think I got married for? Sure as hell wasn't because I liked that woman.
Yeah. It's all about the persona, right?
By the way, if she heard
never made a sound again.
If she heard that, she'd probably throw a cinder block at me right now. But anyway,
all right.
Obviously,
so Jay's no longer going to be in the live stream. He's going to be murdered by his wife after this. Tune in next week.
Yeah, tune in next time to find out how I died.
So if Jay doesn't show up next time, make sure the police know it was his wife.
Yeah.
And y'all can also donate flowers or make a generous donation. So Nick and I can donate flowers at our PayPal account at,
whatever the hell we said at the beginning.
Pretty sure, for the next live stream, I'm just going to pretend to be dead so we actually get some money donated for once.
We'll just set up like a casket there.
Yeah, I'm just going to get like a friend that works at the newspaper place to print up an obituary so we could be like, he's dead.
Oh, it'll definitely be a closed casket, Girth.
Yeah. But
I don't know if YouTube will let him say that. Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah. Wow.
Look at that.
But so
you can say murder, but you can't say
shit.
Well, we're not going to say it.
Can't say shit.
You can't say a word that starts with an F.
Fuck.
No, I was referring more to like people that use DeWalt.
Oh, well, we already proved we can get away with that. Only Jay proved that like on our second live.
I mean, I could wait till like the very last second of the live stream and then just scream it, and then we could just see what happens. So they literally have to watch the whole live stream before they shut us down.
Strategy, I like it. Jay.
I think somebody would have to report us for that.
Which means they would have to watch the entire live stream.
Oh, I see. Okay, my dog's not on drugs. She's actually following a fly around.
Oh,
So your dog's on meth?
She's methed up.
That sounds like some really methy behavior.
Yeah.
Change your name to Methany.
Crystal methany.
nice.
Crystal is a popular name with our age group.
Anyway.
All right, Crystal, continue.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, I was kind of getting my first dose of service work, and I kind of started slow, with kind of just doing like a lot of general maintenance work and stuff like that. And I don't know if that comment's going to make it through. Sorry, but I got really distracted by that one.
It made it through.
Oh, sweet.
The one involving a breakfast material and a particular
color. Yes. I know.
It's a primary color.
Yeah. It's supposed to signify boys, but we don't have those anymore. So.
Well, truthfully, when you see colors, all you're seeing is radiation being reflected back at you, which means that it's absorbing all the colors except for that color. So really, it's everything but blue.
Hi, sweetheart. I know. But yeah. So I started out with some general maintenance stuff and things like that, and then I slowly started kind of inching into that. I think I started doing service kind of like, let's say it was probably like late October, maybe early November. So my first service experience was heating season, which either way it doesn't really matter to me. So I was kind of inching my way into doing service calls, and
what were you heating up? The bedroom?
For me back then, I mean, I still really refer to it all the time, but back then I was really like, the biggest thing my instructor taught us before we went onto the field was sequence of operations. Just pay attention to that, and you'll get 90% of the time you'll get yourself going in the right direction. So I stuck to that and everything, and by the end of that,
makes it easy. If you know what it's supposed to do, then you can figure out what it's not doing.
Yeah. But so after that, I kind of like had a good idea of some stuff. I was still learning a lot of things, because there was around here, for those of I'm sure this is common in a lot of cities, but Pittsburgh has a lot of really old stuff, and some of that old stuff was really proprietary. Maybe not at the time, but compared to most of the older stuff we see now, some of it was just so drastically different. Like there was an old particular Bryant furnace. Hell, I can remember what it's called now, but it had the standing pilot and everything. But on the left side of it, it had that stupid little silver box that was there that was supposed to actuate and do certain shit and things like that. And then you had like
there's a lot of experimenting, because you see something that they do for like 3 years and then you never see it again.
Right. And it was something they did for like 3 years, like 45 years ago. So you're like, okay. Well,
it was the 70s, bro. The gas crisis.
Yeah. Like, who the hell do I ask about this shit? And I'll never even forget the first time I saw an atmospheric furnace. That was actually really cool. But
those are kind of cool.
What was the other one? Oh, the first time like I ran into a Lennox whisper heat.
Or the oil furnace that's been converted over to natural gas. I remember the first one of those that I saw.
Yeah, those are a real treat.
Yeah.
Or the old coal furnaces that they put natural gas in and stuff like that.
I saw one that you could see it used to be a coal furnace.
Yeah.
Then they converted it to oil. Then they converted it to natural gas. And then I think finally it ended up as a dual fuel.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, they've got all the heat.
They had faith in that in that furnace. Which
dude, the heat exchanger was like a 3/4 of an inch thick.
Yeah, there was no. I have a story I'll throw into the mix of this in a second, but so there was some stuff like the whisper heat, and I'm like, okay, well, this door is open. Why the hell is nothing working? And it was just realistically stuff like that had like fan controls and ignition controls separately. Those things could be a little tricky at times, because when those ignition controls act up, they just act up. They'll just randomly fucking not do something, and then all of a sudden they'll just be like, "Boop, here I am," So, but so a story about old furnaces. I took out. There was one case where I actually had 19. I want to say it was a 1959 or something. It was an atmospheric furnace that was actually added on to have a blower, and it was the only furnace that old that I ever actually found a cracked heat exchanger on. I'm no joke. I mean, this heat exchanger was like fucking 400 pounds of like pure cast iron, but it was in a hoarder's house, and like every return, every supply, everything was blocked, so it just stressed it out too much.
That's what it takes. It takes a hoarder to kill one of those.
It literally took a hoarder with stuff that was like this thick, and you would never see the floor except for on like one spot where his feet were on the edge of the couch where he sat, and like that was it. And,
dude, those hoarder houses, like,
I mean, we were just walking.
Well, let's put it this way: TLC is full of shit on a lot of things.
Hoarders
That Hoarders show, they got that right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I've been in full scale hoarders, and actually, we didn't know he was a hoarder because most of the time we were working down in the basement.
The fucking front yard looks fine.
Yeah, everything looked fine, and we were working down in the basement primarily because we had to disassemble that furnace to get it out of the house. Not because of the door frames or anything, just because it was so fucking heavy.
So what we run into here a lot with the crawl spaces is you'll go into the crawl space and they've literally dug a pit. Yeah. And that's where the furnace is. And then some of them are so heavy and like it would take so much work to get it out of there. You can see where they like the furnace died or something, or they replaced it. They just unhook it, shove it over to the corner, and they put the new one down in the pit.
Yeah, because it's just too much work to get the other one out.
Oh, you almost have to go at them with a cutting torch.
Yeah.
It's just about the only thing that's going to cut it up.
Well, yeah, because, the furnaces I'm talking about, the old low boys. I mean, the whole thing themselves, what do those things weigh? Like 600 or 700 pounds?
Probably at least.
Yeah, they're insane. There's a reason they lasted forever.
Oh, yeah, because the heat exchanger is 3/4 of an inch thick.
Because, the whole thing weighs 600 or 700 pounds, and 500 to 600 pounds of it's the heat exchanger. And the heat exchanger is like a giant fucking girl. But I actually ran into one doing the service when I was doing residential.
You get the one with the with that old fan control that actually had to heat up and turn the spring, so it had to get to a certain temperature before it would turn the fan on. And you go under and you're working on it, you get it working, and it lights, and you're like.
Or the ones that were designed.
When's the fan going to come on? I mean, it runs for like 4 minutes before it brings the fan on.
Yeah, there was the ones that brought the fan on when it hit temperature, but there were also the ones that had those that were supposed to trip and knock the burners out before the fan would come on, and then the burners would relight after that and start going again. They would actually reach their limit first. Yeah, the first time I saw one of those, I was like, why the fuck does it keep doing this?
Yeah.
I talked to an older guy. He's like, no, that's how those ones ran back then. That's what they did.
Because science.
Yeah. You know what? I can't dog it because the fucking things worked and they lasted forever. I don't know what they did, how they figured it out to work good that
those
way.
Long
but it did.
Fan controls, I probably only replaced one
like
of them.
This long. The ones that were like 15 or 16 inches long.
I think I've only ever replaced one of them.
There was one. Yeah, I think I replaced one just because it was actually it was turning the fan on too soon. Believe it or not, it wasn't getting quite hot enough. But I just replaced, and I probably could have tweaked it to where it would work, but I had like one on the truck that was used but worked fine, so I just like swapped it out for that.
Hey, you should just whacked it with a wrench one good time.
I probably would have worked realistically. Those fucking things. I have actually had.
I prefer the 3/4 for
I'd take the handle of a screwdriver, just go thunk, and the fucking thing would work.
Probably
back then. Or
I
remember
prefer a
the old
3/4 inch wrench for fine adjustments.
remember the old the B vent pilots that had reset buttons on the gas valves that would just randomly trip for no reason.
Yeah.
You know, you get a service call and you're like, why the hell ain't this old thing working? And then you push a button and she would fire right up. There was only one I worked on, and it was actually like the one like you were talking about in the crawl space that they dug a trench to it. It was a Janitrol from 1960, and it was the only one I haven't seen one since. Thank Christ. But
It's because Janitrol went out of business.
yeah, they're the Goodman company now, but they made those I think for like that year, and they were like, we're done with this. It was a standing. No, it was an intermittent pilot, I think, which at the time was like insanity, you know, to have an intermittent pilot. I don't remember how it worked, but when the pilot came on, there was a bimetal loop on it, and it would heat up, and contract or expand. And when it expanded so far, that's what clicked the main valve on. And when I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck kind of fuckery is this? Like, I'm used to just like either the pilot's on and, you know, okay, the gas valve's bad because it's not opening up. It's getting power. It's not opening. Or you know,
I actually saw
this thing's relying on a bimetal strip to expand and contract to open. And I'm like, what the hell kind of fuckery is this?
I like those ones where they heat up the actual thermocouple. I'm like,
Yeah.
how the fuck?
Yeah, that's some of them. Like they were really basic, but because there wasn't much to them, but they were actually really advanced for
their day.
You were like, how the fuck did they figure this out?
And then you get to like today where you've got electronic ignition with the flame sense technology. And, you know, you run into people and they're like, yeah, I don't understand how that works. And you're like, oh, it's simple. It just sends an electrical current through the flame into the burner. And then the control board sees that come back on common. It's fucking day one material.
Yeah, it's... People are like, well, I don't get it. Where's the pilot? There isn't one. But I ran into one time.
But you know what's funny? Have you ever read the lighting instructions on a modern day furnace?
I have not.
It tells you how to light a pilot.
Really?
I'm like, when the fuck was the last time you saw one of these with a pilot?
Long time. Probably they quit in like what, the early 90s when that was intermittent pilots.
I mean, there might have been a couple of companies hanging on to that.
Yeah, they were hanging on up until like maybe like 94 or something, 95 at the latest. And that was intermittent. And that's when they were doing like the god awful smart gas valves with the hot surface ignition for the pilots and everything like that.
You can still get a smart valve on a comfort maker.
I hate them with a passion. Pieces of shit. Anyway, I did run.
They're not that complicated. You just got to understand what the valve's doing. That's the thing. Nobody can fucking tell me what it's doing.
It opens and closes, right?
No.
Those ones are a lot different. They are very different. Those ones actually.
You have a gas valve that has a
LED
control board in it that goes to another control board, and like nothing has a diagnostic light on it to tell you like what part of this phase you're in. It just.
Do you remember the old smart gas valves that would actually beep? They had like a real subtle like beep 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 when they were running to them, like in like the late 80s temp stars.
No, I never worked on any.
Okay.
Temp Stars are not very popular around here. Comfort Maker is extremely popular, but Temp Star is like rare.
Comfort Maker wasn't very big with those. Back in the day, York and Temp Star were big with those smart gas valves, and they actually had blinking LEDs on them, and they would make a slight beep when they were working.
I have seen some of the newer smart valves with the LED.
Yeah, but I did see one time. In that time, I saw an atmospheric furnace, which if anybody's ever seen, those are so cool to see because it's like literally a furnace. I mean, these people would like crank this motherfucker to 80 degrees and it would do it. every day of the fucking week. Didn't matter how cold it was,
See if I can
because
find a picture of one.
fucking thing is bulletproof. And it was actually really interesting because for those who don't know, it was a furnace that actually didn't require electric to run. It made its own power signal through the what did they call those dial thermocouples? Nick, I'm drawing a blank. Are those the thermopiles?
Thermopile, yeah.
Yeah. And so it would use the flame actually hitting that thermopile, which was the same as a thermocouple, but it would use that as its electrical signal, and it would just rely.
Which is the same thing that the thermocouple's doing, really,
Yeah.
truthfully.
And it would just rely on a set of contacts from a thermostat to open or close to signal it, the valve to open or close. And it was actually, the one I found was actually on a digital thermostat. It was on like one of the Emerson Blues. And it actually, the high limit was that was on it, I think it was 120 volt like limit switch or whatever, but it didn't matter just because it would either be closed or open. That's all it needed. And
I'm trying to find
you would
like a
think
good picture here.
And you would think like a furnace that didn't have a blower, how the hell could it heat the house that well? Let me tell you, them sons of bitches.
Oh, walk out and step on that motherfucker in the middle of the night, though. Because
Yeah,
everyone I've ever seen has always been like in one of those in the floor furnaces.
yeah.
Walk out and step on that grate in the middle of the night when you got to go take a piss.
Oh my god, yeah, they were terrible. But I mean, they worked forever. What the hell are you?
Can't really find a good picture here, bud.
I forget who made that one that I was working on. I mean, it's a picture.
We actually installed one when I worked for that residential company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. But so
They go by a couple of names: floor furnace, gravity furnace, atmospheric
yeah,
furnace.
gravity, atmospheric, yeah. They go by a bunch of different names, but so after that though, I was trying to push my way more commercial, so I started doing like, well, what I thought was going to be commercial installation work, but realistically I was just doing installs in a commercial setting. But yeah, it gave me good experience with setting furnaces and stuff like that, doing duct work and everything, and it gave me a chance to really, I mean, there's
Good
one
old 0.9 static.
but it's one thing to actually do it, but it's something else to do it, and then actually like you take a picture of it and it looks really clean and neat and everything like that. Gave me a chance to really like take my time and adjust my bends and everything to really look great and everything. So that was cool.
There's a lot of instant gratification in install too.
Yeah, there really is, because I mean, there is in service too, in the cases where somebody's like so relieved that it's going and things like that, but in installation, you almost get that like every single time, because like you look at it and it's done, it's really clean and it's neat and everything like that, if you take pride in your work. And there's a great
sometimes with service too, you run into these scenarios where you work on something and you've got like a really weird problem, or you've got a problem that's not occurring while you're there.
Right.
And so you kind of do a little bit of an educated guess in your repair, and you're like, well, try this, or if you've got something that you have to keep coming back on for whatever reason, you're like, well, try this and we'll see what happens. And then you never hear an answer from it.
Yeah.
Which you just kind of assume that must have worked. Either it worked or they called another contractor because they're pissed off with me.
Right.
And
which actually one of the ones that did that for me was a Lennox Whisper Heat. I mean, that motherfucker would run for 2 hours nonstop. I would have this house up to like 78 degrees, and I'm like, I don't know. I would get 15 minutes down the road, and the motherfucker would shut off without fail every time. And I went through it and through it and through it, and I mean, I was trying like, because Whisper Heats had like a little draft door that would open. Big common problem with them is they would stick a little bit and it wouldn't make that switch all the way or whatever and shit like that. So, I went through all the obvious shit and everything else like that, and I forget. I don't even remember what the hell it ended up being. Because it was just like a battle for like a week. Like I was there, other guys at the company were there and shit, and it was just.
Or you
And
get
then we
one
had,
that's like tripping the breaker,
yeah,
and then you reset the breaker and it runs. So you go through and you like tighten all the electrical connections and everything, and you like clean, you clean everything and tighten everything in the disconnect, and then you never hear a thing. And that's kind of like as a service guy, that can be annoying at times because you're like,
yeah.
well,
What the
I,
fuck was
I I
it?
don't know what fixed it.
Yeah, because you're always trying
Did
to
I
like
even fix it?
memorize. You're always trying to like memorize, like, okay, this is the problem. This is what I did, so you could like kind of store it in your head for later.
Well,
Sometimes it doesn't work. I had one that was
you want to complete the puzzle.
it was an Amana, I think, and it was like brand new. I mean, it was like 6 months old. It was installed in like the summer with the air conditioner, or not the summer, but the spring, and then like that winter, it come on, and it was I don't know what it was doing. Like we the thermostat got changed out in case that was it, and this and that. We actually never did figure out what was wrong with it, but it would randomly drop into an ignition lockout. I mean, just out of nowhere. It would run for 3-4 days and it would just drop into it. And every time somebody would go there, we would sit there for hours and just watch it cycle on and off, on and off, on and off. Not even touching the thermostat. We would like open the windows in the house and get the house real cold and then just let it go. Never did figure it out. And one day it happened. Same thing, sat there for hours and everything like that. And couldn't figure out what it was, because obviously it was flashing a one code. It was ignition lockout. And we sat there with it for hours that day and it ran fine. So we said, I'm sorry, we'll keep after it as much as we can. But again, it's not acting up while we're here, so. And we left that day, and
I always like Carrier with their
as an,
2-digit codes.
that furnace has not stopped working since then. It has been working every day since, flawlessly. I have no idea what happened. But so I mean that's just the nature of it sometimes. But I did work for a hospital for some time, which was pretty cool. I was kind of obviously that's kind of more of a commercial application, but
I prank called your boss.
that was the service company.
I think that was while you were at the hospital.
Yeah, I think you did it while I was at the hospital.
I didn't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, but anyway, at the hospital was really cool because I saw like
all this furnace talk is really making me want to get Bill on here.
McAnus.
Tell us how you run a boiler in PEX.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what? Why don't you elaborate that for a second? Because my glass is empty. I need some ice cubes.
What the fuck's he need ice cubes for?
To make
So,
my cold, jackass.
All right, so that's it. Jay's going to get ice cubes. Let's we've hit the hour mark here.
Caleb's going to show off his tools.
Oh, you want me to show off the tools?
Yeah, you can show off the tools.
Yeah. So in this intermission, I recently upgraded some tools. Oh, damn!
Why are you talking? Nick was supposed to talk about Bill McAnus.
I'm actually Googling, dude. I wonder if I can find pictures.
What?
If you need some, let me. If you're talking pictures of his,
Bill McManus oil. It's the third one down.
I can get pictures off of the Facebook group. I'm still a part of it. That he.
Holy
runs.
fuck, dude! He's like third down on Google. Look at there. Hang on. Where's my button here?
Well, we need to get him on the show.
Oh, buddy, do we ever?
Do we ever, brother? Oh man, that's back in the good old days of him and the Hamburglar and.
Oh. click the right
fuck.
thing.
What was that? What was the other jackass's name we had trouble with? Ross. Ross.
Oh yeah. Ross
Remember him?
something. What the fuck was his name?
I don't remember his last name. Oh my god, what a jackass he was!
Look at there he is, buddy.
Ross was so bad that Gil McCavey had to make an entire fucking podcast episode about him.
Look, Jay, there he is. There's your guy.
There he is. McAnus, he's out of Philadelphia.
Yeah, there. If anyone wants to call him and tell him that he sucks dick, that's the phone number right there.
Heard his wife is a real bitch. I'm not going to mention who called, but you know who I'm talking about, who lives, over in
like the Colorado area, Denver.
Well, I wasn't going to mention the state. I was going to say the Coors Light state, but yeah,
that's a big state. I bet you it's got quite a few square feet.
Called, he's like, man, his wife is a real fucking bitch.
Didn't he record it and send it to us or something?
I don't know if he recorded it or something, but he I
swear somehow we
But I think
it was one of the videos that McAnus posted. That's how I know her voice.
Yeah, but he actually called them, and initially them not even knowing who the hell he was, treated him like absolute shit and was a real bitch to him. And so he picked a random place over in Philadelphia and fucking.
It was like a Domino's pizza or something, wasn't he? Wasn't he sending him to every fucking pizza place over there? He
sent him to some random place in the middle of the fucking night, and they got there, and his people were like, "We didn't fucking call you," and this and that. And, oh my god, it was hysterical. But, yeah, but so yeah, I mean, I could go further.
I think he did send him out there midnight our time.
Yeah,
which,
because
for him is he's just getting home.
Yeah, I mean, for those who don't know about Bill McAnus, he was the type of guy the guys that worked for him got paid minimum wage, and
you think they were paid that well? I swear that one dude, he paid that dude straight up in crack.
Oh yeah, what the hell is his name? The doctor.
The doctor.
The doctor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was paid in either crack or crystal meth. But Grasshopper and some of the other ones were probably
dude. Every fucking every service call he goes on, he's like, me and the doctor are going out, and he shows this guy, and this guy is over here in the passenger seat, just.
He's passed out snoring with his mouth open and his one single tooth that's left hanging out. That one snaggle tooth.
Which I know what everyone's thinking. That's typically heroin-based behavior. But if you saw this guy, that dude was a crackhead.
He was a crackhead.
He was just not. He was not on crack that day. He would come down and he was sleeping off the bench.
I'm about to go on the fucking Facebook group right now because I got to find a picture of the fucking doctor for these people to see.
Oh, let's see. Let's see what Google has to say. Bill.
You just Google Bill McAnus
oil. The doctor.
I swear to God, if it comes up, dude,
I'm gonna laugh my fucking balls off if it does.
How is the fucking group gone?
It was Bill McManus sucks dick or something.
It was no. There was a group that McAnus himself started. It was Billy Burner and the A-Team.
Well, it doesn't come up if you do Bill McManus oil.
Yeah, I might have got kicked out of it. Honestly, that's quite possible too.
Quick. Oh my god, I found Angie's list reviews. Hang on. 3.7, and he only has 6 reviews. Wow. Well, this person gave him a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they
shut a 1-star.
Dude, they shut his fucking group down.
Oh, this is good. Hang on. Oh, this dude wrote a fucking book. Oh, and they responded? Ooh. Hang on.
Dude, he's not even on Facebook anymore. He's gone. His group is gone. Everything's gone.
Oh,
man. That was great. If I could have shown the doctor, you guys would have known he was a fucking crackhead.
Hang on. Let me... You keep talking. I'm working on something here. I think I found our next show after Hudson here. Remember I keep saying we need to find somebody to make fun of? That's when we do our best work. We're gonna read this motherfucker's reviews.
There we go.
Yeah, because there's not really much more to my history other than.
Oh, he's on Twitter, bro.
Is he really?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'd rather make fun of Bill McAnus than talk about myself, truthfully.
I don't know who that guy is, but well, should we run through some comments real quick now that we've hit the marker?
We're getting into Bill McAnus here. You need to just calm down there, 2x4.
2x4.
What? His tweets don't even make sense. Who is he talking to? I want a picture of the doctor.
Remember when we used to like hijack his Facebook posts in the HVAC Uncensored group and like roast him for like 4 hours on end?
Oh, that's tweets and replies. Hang on. Yeah, I do remember that. Media?
Good old days. It would start as like either me tagging Nick or Nick tagging me, and it would just like fucking go off the deep end there.
Fuel delivery starting as low as 10 gallons through 5,000 gallons.
I'm sorry.
We deliver what the other companies don't.
Who would order 10 gallons?
Who the fuck has a 5,000 gallon oil tank?
And who orders 10 gallons of fuel oil? Who? For what reason?
It's gonna cost you more in fucking.
I mean, what's a fuel oil tank normally run? What, 500 gallons or something?
Around here, they're like 300-400.
Yeah, I mean, you get anywhere from 2 to probably 500 gallons or so, depending. What's the matter, sweetie? Here.
Oh my god! I found another review website.
Hi, baby girl. Wait.
Oh, there's no reviews.
There's
though.
a little puffy puppy. There's a little puffy puppy.
Oh, I wonder if he's on Google. Is he verified? Oh man, I have so many questions about this now.
Baby girl.
This is my new favorite thing, buddy.
I'm a little fur monster.
What the fuck was the name of his stupid ass retarded company?
Who?
Bill McManus.
It was like Bill McManus Heating Oil Company or something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up, see if there's
They might have got shut down. Who knows? Code enforcement might have caught up.
He did. Oh, here we go. Oh, 2.1 stars on Google with 31 reviews. Ouch.
Well, for what he did to the fucking heat exchangers and people's boilers, I see why.
Oh, he's got pictures on here, though. Oh, it's just pictures of his stupid truck.
Hi, baby.
Heater cleaning starting at $89, though. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, that should tell you all you need to know. Somebody who's going to clean an oil for $89.
Let's see the reviews.
Non-HVAC people don't understand what goes into cleaning an oil furnace, whether it be boiler or forced air.
Oh, dude. There's so many bad reviews. Oh, there's a 5-star.
Probably from him himself.
Dude, it was like, let's see, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 reviews before you get to the first positive one. There's 31 reviews. So the first 25% of his reviews are negative reviews.
I remember
Caleb just walked the fuck out.
he really did. I remember when he used to post in the group like all these crazy ass big sandwiches and he was eating and everything like that, and all of a sudden,
and then tell us that he was diabetic.
Yeah, one day you saw he was diabetic and was in the hospital for a heart attack.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 good reviews, and then like there's 3 5-stars and a 4-star, and then it's all back to single-star reviews for like the next 5, and then there's a 1-star. Oh, this one has pictures. Oh, this is from the Facebook group. Oh, buddy.
Oh, that's good that they're like out there because the Facebook groups are gone.
How do I?
Did you order this book yet, Nick?
Did I order which book?
This one.
I did not.
Okay. I ordered. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. So.
But check this out. Share my screen. Check this out. In case anyone out there is wondering the caliber of guy we're dealing with, he goes to these people's houses and then he does shit like this. Very professional.
Yeah. I mean, and that's just the beginning, realistically. I know firsthand. So his big thing was his service contract,
There we go.
which, okay, with an oil heating system, absolutely you have to have it serviced. Absolutely 150,000%, because oil burns extraordinarily dirty. But this guy was like, yeah, these people are not paying for repairs because of their service contract. Yeah, well, I heard the service contract's like fucking $5,000 a year or something.
It's something insane.
Like astronomical. And so every time somebody calls for a problem at their house, oh, well, it's a bad oil pump, it's a bad nozzle, it's a bad transport. Like, he's playing parts can. Basically, he's rebuilding every fucking furnace he goes up to. So you never actually know what the problem was, because everything's getting rebuilt every single time.
Yeah, and I think I did comment that on one of his things. I was like, yeah I could probably fix every oil furnace I came across too if I just
if I replaced
everything.
If I replaced a control, a fucking transformer, electrodes, nozzle, and a fucking oil pump on every single oil furnace, I'd fucking fix it every time too. What the fuck else is there to really worry about other than the fucking
pissing off Caleb?
No, I'm just seeing stuff I need to get.
I like your ceiling, buddy.
Get to. What's that?
I like your
Did you
ceiling.
hold that insulation in there with the electrical tape?
Yeah, no, that's just regular old black strapping.
He's using that strapping that like the cheap asses use to hold up flex duct.
Yeah. Hey, Jay recognized it, not you, Nick.
I'm over here trying to find Bill McAnus.
Bill McAnus.
His name is actually McManus, and we called him McAnus.
We sent him a Christmas card.
Full of fucking glitter. I remember when you sent it to me, I had to so carefully open this fucking card to sign my fucking name in it, because like I didn't want my house to turn into a fucking queer fest with glitter everywhere. I don't know if that's as bad as the word I said about the wallpaper or not, but we'll find out.
We'll find out when they cancel us.
Yeah.
Dude, I want so badly to find a picture of this fucking the doctor.
Le Doctor.
You know what we need to do? You guys need to come up here, and we need to take a fucking trip to Philadelphia and find his ass.
No. That's a bad idea. Yep.
No, we need to do like a like.
We need to bring Amanda with us.
We need to.
I bet she'll take him in a fight.
We need to go there, and we need to like say, hey, we're interested in learning to work on oil and stuff like that. We want to do a ride along, and then just fucking film our.
I think that's the critical thing that we kind of glossed over. The reason we terrorized this guy for as long as we did and hijacked all of his posts, it wasn't really so much. It was partly that he's ripping his customers off and he's doing unsafe things. But it all started out because he's like, somebody said like, hey, what you're doing is not safe, or it's not right, or that's not correct, whatever the case was. And then Amanda chimed in. And then he starts ripping on about like how he's gonna like kick her ass, and I'm like,
yeah, he started like
she's gonna take you in a fight, bro.
I was
she's gonna fuck you up.
You're talking about a girl who was like from the hood of Philadelphia. Like step one,
she's gonna fuck you up, bro.
Step two, even if she wasn't that type of girl, the things he was saying about a woman in general were, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
And
bad.
I just loved that the one day
he
got so mad, and we pushed him. I know we pushed him over the edge because he called us keyboard warriors. Us were the keyboard warriors, not him.
You know it, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Can we let Caleb show his new tools off now?
Yep.
Well, I'll do that next screen.
He's like ready to go, man. He's like got his computer like packed up. He's like,
If you don't show off your new tools, I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to show them off.
Yeah.
So the longer you beat around the bush, the longer this show goes on for.
No, it's all good. No, I do need to get off though.
you got
Well,
any
then go.
comments you want to address?
Yeah. Let's run through the comments real quick.
Check this shit out. I'm gonna drive them wild. They think you guys like petting your beard is good. Check this out. Oh yeah,
Oh, fucking combing it.
I got a comb.
Oh,
Eat
You
your
wanna play
fucking heart out, Angie.
How about this one from our trucker dude at 9:03 p.m. You got that one, Nick?
I'm combing
Oh.
my beard.
Look at this, huh? Mm.
Eat your fucking heart out.
Look
903.
at the beautiful thickness of it. Oh wait, here I'll get
Let
on
me
my
find
side here.
Actually, let's do 9:01 and then do the 9:03.
Oh my god, you're so fucking demanding.
Dude, it's like
God
the first-
damn, how many comments do they fucking throw? I don't.
Dude, they went
901.
wild.
The ones that
They
ever
won't take a
commented.
while. Yep. So about bloody time I did get drywall and
Can I just say something about Girth there, dude? Girth, in that picture, you look like fucking David Bowie.
He does. I've been trying to place it.
I'm
then
sorry.
9:03. What? I don't understand that comment there. But
What's not to understand? We ain't here to fuck spiders, Caleb. I mean, I know he didn't put the comma after spiders, but I think you get the point of what he's trying to get across.
anywho.
You seriously never heard we ain't here to fuck spiders?
No.
Did you not play the campaign on Vanguard? Because he says it in Vanguard.
I mean, I can play the game kind of a few beers in, but
Oh, Caleb has a comb too. Don't you worry.
what's that?
She said, "Thank God you don't have a comb." I said, "Oh, he does."
Yeah. No, I
Hey.
I don't carry it with me.
If you're worried about what these fingers do, just look at my left hand.
Oh.
That's the only two you wanted.
Is that the only two you wanted to address, or are we just going to sit here and
I mean, all the others get a little risque.
stop?
Little
Dude,
rapey.
just throw it out there.
Just about everything about the beards. Like that's most of it.
Oh, dude, we got Angie so like greased up for Girth. I mean, he's like,
She's
it's guaranteed.
I mean, he did leave a comment. Let's see if I can find that real quick.
I mean,
She's
we are his best fucking wingmen.
She's probably got so much condensation going on right now.
Oh my God, we think it's humid in North Carolina right now. Good Lord.
Yeah. Do 913 from Mr. G there.
Oh fuck! I just scrolled all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
913.
Which one?
There's two.
The first one.
This one.
Yep.
All right, so I said we were gonna address this, and I meant it. Every sitting piece of furniture in my house, every piece of furniture you can sit in my house, I think has been given to me for free.
Yeah.
I don't think I've bought a single chair. This chair that I sit in, free. The one that I play Xbox in, free. The couch, free. I honestly do not think I've bought a chair.
Yep. And then let's maybe the 925 from Angie, and then the 925 from Gareth. This is after we did all the beard stroking going on.
Hey, which celebrity does Angie look like in her photo, Jay?
I don't know. I'm like good.
Okay.
I don't have one for that right now.
Pat Benatar? I have no idea. Is she relevant still? She did a farewell tour for like the 5th time.
All right, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick a comment. 1029. The first 1029 from Angie.
First 1029. This one here?
Yeah. When you live in the same fucking time zone.
Ah, there you go.
And then the 1030 from Girth. Don't worry, but if I ever come to Australia, you're going to find out what it's all about.
What do you think fuck around and find out means? Where the hell did he go?
He's a fucking wandering motherfucker today.
He's like ready to go, man.
Dude, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew and beer.
Mountain Dew.
And then let's do the 953. Probably the most honest statement made by Gareth.
I think I know which one. I think I know which one you're talking about. This one right here. Most honest statement that man has ever said.
Well, I meant the other 953 right below that.
You don't feel like that's an honest statement? I feel like
that's an honest statement. I just think the other ones.
That's Confessions of a Wallflower right there, my friend.
Yeah.
I didn't read that book or see the movie. None of us should.
Yeah.
Truthfully, none of us should.
I'm surprised I'm still out here after the DeWalt thing.
Honestly, probably all of us should not be on here.
Like, none of us.
Yeah, especially since we all feel about the same way about guys that like to use DeWalt. No offense, but also take great offense to that because DeWalt fucking sucks.
Can you tell I've got Caleb hooked on the greatest drug known to man?
Do I have to speak of the DeWalt people again?
Has he told you how much he's bought in Milwaukee tools in like the last week?
I'm pretty sure like the last time I talked to him, which was like, was that after the last show, Hudson, or was that?
No, it was last weekend.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure we had a whole discussion of like all the Milwaukee shit he was buying, especially with his son saying that he was gonna buy all the drills.
Yeah.
So he's working on it.
Yeah, so I was telling my wife, as Nick said earlier, the 4th of July weekend, one of the major big department stores down here, big orange, starts with Home, ends with Depot, had a bunch of pretty decent sales online and stuff like that. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure I called out Lowe's more probably than that.
Yeah, I've already got a buttload of
Lowe's for pros, buddy.
But yeah, I already got a buttload of the M12s, and I want to get to the M18s to fully replace my entire Craftsman.
Get in my crawl space.
We'll read the next comment after that.
I see it.
Oh God!
What was it? It was a. Oh damn! It's a comedian's joke. I can't think of who does it. He's talking about
And here it's just gonna keep fucking going too.
Yeah, Gareth, I got two and I got a brad nailer too. You know, so they're. I
have a multi-use tool
batteries and stuff like that
behind my zipper.
Yeah, right.
So
I have an 11-in-1.
Yeah,
I'll let your imagination wander and figure out what that one is.
I have an 11-in-1 zipper.
Right.
Well, all right, Angie. Maybe we can do that show one time. We'll see. But
I don't think we can show that on here. That's a completely different website.
Yeah. That's not.
We might get more viewers.
We
Sorry,
might
Angie,
have
that's
to.
not YouTube. That's something that has you and another pronoun that rhymes with corn at the end. Most likely is where you would go for that kind of show.
Corn Hub, Corn Star.
You corn. We corn, me corn, he corn, she corn.
You corn.
What about unicorn?
All right. I think we need a. I think
Well, on that note,
We'd have to
Take
like
all
some-
right, Caleb, wrap it up.
we'd
Okay,
have to like
so,
send a link out to them and like a pre-show thing and see if they could join in and talk like we do before the show.
Well, going back to the corn debate,
The corn.
I can set these streams up as private as well.
Please don't.
Yeah, we don't need that kind of.
Let's just avoid that whole scenario because I feel like things are going to get out of hand.
Cornhole's a game. How dare you? That's an Olympic sport.
Yeah, well, I've seen
So,
Olympians
anywho,
pull
like,
in their hand.
subscribe, share. Maybe not this video, but the next. And yeah, I think that's a
Share
wrap.
this video with a trusted older relative.
Please,
Yeah, that has sick, twisted humor and has
kids
Have-
don't.
Oh
Don't-
no! We're like I want this to be sent to like grandma. No doubt.
I like. Why?
Corn dogs. Oddly enough, no corn in corn dogs, but there is traces of dog in it.
You know, to
True.
address that last comment at 10:37, I find that hard to believe because you really can't do it in the comment section. So why should I believe you could do it during a video?
I mean, the fact that you
Half the shit that they put on there doesn't even come up on the YouTube end of it.
Yeah, anybody
No,
who
but
actually
it's not even, like,
anybody
it's
who
not
actually
even
does
stuff you
watch
don't-
this show is probably like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
Oh wait a minute, where's the? Hang on, we gotta find this one. Where's the one where he says "fuck" like 12 times?
Well, see, that one went through, but the one
Can
where
we
he
highlight
said
that?
shit.
Did it come on here?
I mean, what the hell?
Oh no, we can't highlight that because he's got another word in there we can't use.
Where? Hold on, I gotta find the comment.
9:48 p.m.
Oh shit! It's
or
me.
21:48 if you're using a 24-hour clock.
This computer's not. Oh yeah, we can. I've
He
already
said,
gone
"I
down,
fucking doubt it."
I've gone down that route with the DeWalt people already, and it was very
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Well, you somehow used a less socially acceptable term.
Me or him?
You. Well, anyway, like we said, share this with a trusted older
Apparently his
relative.
term
Grandma
just
ought to
means
get a kick out of it.
Oh yeah.
A Gam Gam will
Yeah,
love
the grandma that smokes Pall Malls and drinks Coors Light. She'll really like this.
Oh no! I want the one that like knits and reads books and.
it. Now here's
Yeah.
here's a question for the first 1038. What's that translate to in the metric system?
What's what translate to in the metric system?
First one, 1038.
Lots of inches? What does that translate? They don't use the metric system. They use fucking kangaroo tails.
Kangaroo tails.
Koala
How many
penises.
kangaroo tails is that?
7.
One too many.
That's a lot of
One too
kangaroo
many.
tails, bud.
It's 14 koala penises though. That's what they don't tell you.
How big is a koala penis?
You're not gonna find that on the mainstream news, buddy.
Nope.
You got a koala penis?
Well, I default to my previous statement, boys. Like,
Caleb's
subscribe.
been trying to get this show over with for like 30 minutes now.
I have. I mean, I haven't.
He really has.
It's to the point where he's showing us his fucking bare ass ceiling. It's just full of.
In a minute, where it's just gonna be him carrying the laptop in the house.
I mean, I was told that I am tasked with trying to keep us within the hour mark. So,
How's that
Well-
working for you?
not too good. Not too good.
He's gonna be walking inside, and you're just gonna see him fall over, like, God damn it, fucking kids!
The kids are asleep. They went to bed early.
Bold of you to assume that they can't still annoy you.
Oh no, it happens. 3:00 in the morning. Mom, I fell asleep in my bed. Well, I mean, that's kind of the point there, bud. Sorry, like, go back to your bed. No.
Give him the old Sergeant Reed. You're slipping.
you're slipping there, bud.
You're slipping.
slipping.
I don't have that problem.
Not yet.
do
Give
you
it
mean?
time, Jay. Give
I
it
don't know
time.
what you're talking about.
Hey, you know what? Hey, fuck it, dude. I got projects that we can work on. Caleb's got projects. I'm sure Jay can fucking find something.
At the very worst, you could just come up here and we'll drive down to Nick's house.
Exactly.
Or actually, we'll drive to Caleb's place because his shed's in pretty poor shape.
I mean,
And
I'm
pretty
getting to that
soon
point
when he
where-
loses the divorce, that's where he's going to be living.
Yeah, I got to make it nice. Trying to save money, you know.
I know a good HVAC guy.
You do. I do too.
Where?
Where?
On the interwebs.
Yeah, what was Bill McManus's number? 610. I think it was 932.
Yeah, he could definitely
He'll-
get you a oil fire boiler installed for.
Oh,
cheap.
hell yeah, dude. He'll put in a hell of an air conditioner.
Well, honestly, I'm more worried about just like AC, not heat. So
I don't think that man even did any AC work.
I've never seen him touch an air conditioner. Never.
I don't know that he can spell heat, and that's only 4 letters.
Let alone air conditioning.
HAET, height.
I can tell you this though. He can count to 12 without taking his shoes off because I'm pretty sure that motherfucker's got 6 fingers on each hand.
That or 7 on 1.
It's got to be a real bitch finding gloves.
Can you add 2 more finger holes right here? Why?
He's like the guy. He's like Inigo Montoya. He's like, you wouldn't happen to have 6 fingers on your left hand, would you? No.
What is
No.
that? Bruce Almighty when he gets 7 fingers.
I just like when he replies yes to all the prayers.
I love it.
Fuck it, yes to everything.
I see that they're on the news and they're like, a record breaking 32,000 people won the lottery.
He's like, it's bullshit. He's like, I only won 17. It was like a riot over like winning $17 on the lottery. It's like, come on.
Happens.
All right, boys, let's get the hell out of here.
Hell yeah. Till 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now, we're doing your story.
Yeah.
Next time, it's personal.
Yeah,
Hold on, girl.
very personal. Y'all,
There she is, buddy.
let's set it up with a warning. My path to where I am now is a little bloody. We'll leave it at
There
that.
you go. Girth, you have now seen the
I
body.
think, I
Yes,
think all of
also.
our paths are pretty bloody, buddy.
But, you know,
I think mine might be a little bit bloodier than y'all's.
missing a little bit of paint. But
You don't know how many
Boys.
bodies I've buried in other people's crawl spaces.
Well, no, this is true. This is true. But anywho,
this guitar is
Till
over
next time.
15 years old, Girth.
He doesn't want to see the body of the guitar, buddy.
He literally asked for it.
Come on now.
You want me to stroke my neck?
See,
Yeah,
he
dude.
wants you to stroke something.
well,
And on that note, we will see you in 2 weeks. Oh, double handing it. Hell yeah.